Nature can be blindingly beautiful. It certainly is in Greenland, the largest island in the world. Greenland, with millions of tons of ice to protect, or a place with abundant fresh water for the entire world. French engineer Georges Mougin is absolutely convinced. He's advocated ferociously for this plan for 40 years. His goal, to prove conclusively that an iceberg is not merely a mountain of ice, but of water, 12,000-year-old water, probably the purest water in the world. Georges Mougin knows about icebergs. He studied them in depth over the years, traveling to Antarctica and the Arctic by boat and hot air balloon. The more he observes them, the more his idea makes perfect sense.
The production of icebergs in the Antarctic can meet the needs of all the people on the planet.
Every year, 350 billion tons of ice break free from Greenland and melt away in the salt water of the ocean. Why not use a tiny part of what nature offers us? An iceberg. Millions of cubic meters of fresh water, but a mere drop on a world scale. Today, Georges Mougin, supported by internationally renowned glaciologists and engineers, wants to make real progress. For months, these men will work on an idea that can be summed up in one sentence. Take an iceberg from the coast of Canada and tow it across the Atlantic before it melts.
It will be possible to find a suitable iceberg.
With the help of revolutionary simulation software, the journey of a virtual iceberg can be modeled in 3D and analyzed. It's never been done before. Using an iceberg for water. Is this a dream, a utopia, or is it within the realm of possibility? Ed Keane is a different kind of hunter. His profession? Iceberg hunter. We're in Canada, off the coast of Newfoundland Island.
Oh, there's a nice iceberg up here. There's no small pieces from it yet. Oh, shit! You can film that? Good.
A few cubic meters of ice snatched from an iceberg before it melts. But why?
Put one in another, see? Put one here, there's another here. Make sure he's cinched in the bag now. A piece of ice.
You may not know it, but people are already drinking iceberg water. And Newfoundlanders have made a specialty of it. Ed Keane will deliver his valuable cargo to the Canadian Iceberg Vodka Corporation.
Very good ice, very good. What we need now, we need a couple thousand like this.
Iceberg water is unique in that it does not require any treatment and is blended with alcohol to make an exceptional tasting vodka. I think people are attracted to the uniqueness and the purity of the product because of the iceberg water that is used to make it. And it makes people think about the purity and the pristine icebergs that come from the north.
Drinking iceberg water is nothing new. In 1773, the navigator James Cook was already using it. Today, Canadian companies export pure bottled iceberg water, although the production is still very small.
Using iceberg water in our process can be a big challenge because the icebergs are only available during the spring. So they need to be harvested and the water supply managed so that we're able to produce iceberg all year round.
The icebergs that fascinate Georges Mougin, and which disappear every year off the Canadian coastline, are calved much further north, in Greenland, one of the largest sources of fresh water on the planet. For Georges, bottling a few thousand liters of iceberg water is nothing compared to his dream. A renowned naval engineer, he has a single-minded goal: to take an iceberg and tow it to the people who need water.
It's first now that I have met Georges that I have been aware of the fact that people are actually thinking of kind of exporting a full iceberg to the southern part of Europe. And I think this is a very interesting idea. Very difficult to imagine how this actually can be done, but why not? You can do so many things. And this is absolutely a new perspective of exploiting ice, to export an iceberg.